All right, Laura, bring me the people who need me today. That'll be a good one. Good morning, good morning. How is everybody today? All right, my hair's a hot mess again today, guys. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. All right, good morning, good morning. I am going to share this out here. And let's see. As y'all are hopping on today, hold on. All my shares out here. Be sure to drop in the comments where you're watching from today. Also, I want to know if you're new here or if you are an OG. OG means you've been here before. Good morning. Who we got here? We got Christy, Troy, Stephanie, Noah, Jessica, Big Kuhana. Good morning, AJ, Lennon. Hello, Embrick, Jenny, Patrick, Eric, Eusis, Samantha, DJ. Good morning. Good morning. All right. As y'all are stopping in, first of all, happy Tuesday. Thanks for spending a little bit of your morning with me here. We are going to talk all about making money online. So be sure to stick around for that. But I want to know where you're watching from today. So drop in the comments where you're watching from. If you're new or if you are an OG, something I absolutely love about TikTok, especially, is that we can hang out with people internationally from all over the world without ever having to leave the comfort of our own home. It's a beautiful thing. As an introvert, I appreciate that so much. So drop in the comments where you're watching from today. For those of you who are new to me, my name's Keevan. I am a healthcare working wife, busy mama, and I spent years looking for the best way to make money online. And now I have finally found it. I am having $900 days from my cell phone, and we're going to talk all about how to have this done. So if you've ever in your life put in that search bar, how to make money online or make money online, make money from home, make money from your phone, stick around. If you can't hang out with me this morning, be sure to check out my LINK that is listed on my TikTok page. Okay. First thing that pops up says, get your free copy of the Freedom Formula. Now, if you are serious about making money in this online space, you need to be grabbing those freebies. Okay. They're free. Doesn't cost you a dime. If you decide this isn't for you, you can unsubscribe from my mailing list. I'm not even going to know about it. All right, let's see who else we got in here. Swole, Willie, Annie, Wagner, Katie, just an average Joe. Good morning. Classic Touch, Red. Kieran, good morning. Timmy, Katie, hello, I see your comment there. Thank you for the follow. Robin Smile, Maya, €2. Good morning, good morning. All right. Thanks for hanging with me on this beautiful Tuesday. All right, for those of you who are new, be sure to smash up that button so we can stay connected, especially if you are somebody who's looking to make some money online. That's what we're going to chat about today. Now, full disclosure, I talk a lot. I hang out for about an hour every single morning. If you are somebody who is on your way to that 9 to 5 grind, you can't hang with me, be sure to check out my LA that on my TikTok page. Okay. Free site is not for you. That's okay. You can unsubscribe. I'm not even going to know about it. So, thank you for the follow, Takino. Is that how I say your name? Timmy, thank you. Hold on. We are going to bless and release some people here today. All right. We're starting early today. Good morning. Chris is in the house, and so is my girl, Christy. How are you, beautiful ladies, today? Thanks for stopping in. We are just getting rolling here. So I'm going to take a sip of just coffee, TikTok. All right. Now, for those of you who are new to me, I want you to drop in the comments, put the word yes if you have ever typed into that search bar, how to make money online, how to make money from home, make money from your phone, whatever it might be. Put the word yes in the comments, because here's the thing. I am that full-time working mama. I've been in healthcare for 13 years, and I literally have tried all the ways to make money online. Tara. All right, Tara. Thanks for stopping in today. Where you at? Oh, you said you're from Pittsburgh. So that means we got some East Coasters in here this morning. Thanks for hanging with me today. We're going to talk all about making money online. I'm that mama who has spent years looking for the best way to make money online. I failed miserably at everything I've tried. Absolutely everything. From Boston. Thank you, Laugh and Grind. Good morning. I love the city of Boston. I love the city of Boston. Be consistent, and that's literally it. Well, there's a lot more to it than, well, being consistent is one of the major things, right? Laugh and Grind, but also to have an online business, there's multiple things you need, right? You need a website, you need a product to turn around and promote, and you need to know what the heck you're doing. As someone who is a complete beginner, I didn't have any of those things. I didn't know anything about, I've been in healthcare for 13 years. I didn't know anything about how to set up my own website and funnels and all of that stuff. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't have a strategic plan. I didn't know how to start promoting online, right? I was watching all these other mamas talking about how they're making the big bucks online. And all I could think was, well, I work full time and that's nice for them. I would love to learn how to do that, but I don't have the time and I don't have the energy to figure it out. Right. And Bitcoin will set you free. As somebody who I have family members who were extremely scammed out of crypto. So Bitcoin's on my same list with that. There's no way I will be jumping into either one of those things. Anyway, that's a side topic. I didn't know anything about how to jump into this online space, right? I didn't have a product to promote. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was a complete beginner. I've been in healthcare for 13 years. So when people started telling me I could learn how to have $900 days online, I looked at them like they were a little out there, because all I could think was, well, I've been clocking into my 9 to 5 every single day for 13 now, and they're making more money than me. They're bringing home more every day than I am clocking into that 9 to 5. How the heck do I figure that out? So what I discovered is that there's step-by-step programs that teach regular mamas like me how to have $900 days online. It's mind-blowing, you guys. It's completely mind-blowing. It takes the guesswork out of everything. They have I call this my freedom machine that's up here running for me in the background. That was completely set up for me, 90% done. All I had to do was go in and connect my PAY plans. Gave me the email funnels. It gave me literally everything I needed, including live interactive mentorship where they are holding my hand and walking me through step by step every single day how to make big money online. I'm going to be a six-figure earner online. It's going to happen. And I'm now showing other people how to do the same. So G is asking how. That is a great question. So first of all, G, be sure to smash up that button. Make sure you are my friend so we stay connected. I want you to click on my face in the top left corner of your screen. Click on my face again. It's going to take you to my TikTok page. The first thing listed there on my link is a beacons. It's going to say, get your free copy of the step-by-step guide. That's what you want. Plug in your best contact info. You're going to get a message from me. Check your spam, check your promos. Sometimes those end up in there. Now, if you decide this isn't for you, you can unsubscribe. I'm not even going to know about it. But at least you had the courage to check it out. And if you're serious about making money online, you need to be grabbing those freebies. Okay? Don't leave that stuff on the table, guys. I am all about grabbing those freebies and then learning the step-by-step of what this all entails. Okay. So I want you to drop in the comments if you I want you to drop a 1 if you have never ever heard of digital marketing before, and I want you to drop a 2 if you're somebody who's heard of it but you're skeptical. You're sitting on the fence. You're thinking, well, I'm seeing all these people talk about having 10 months online, but it seems too good to be true. Put a 2 in the comments if that's you. All right, Jim followed me. I see you followed G. User 7714, thank you for the follow. User 36, thank you. Mama of 2, I appreciate the follows. All right, so we got 2 people who are skeptical and sitting on the fence. Now, I want you to put the word yes in the comments if you want me to explain how this is different than an MLM. Network marketing, direct sales, whatever it might be. And if you don't know what an MLM is or direct sales, that is your Mary Kay, right? Your Avon, your Tupperware, whatever it might be. Chris wants me to explain how it's different. User 88 is sitting a little skeptical. Tim is sitting skeptical also. Okay, that's great. Because here's the thing. All of us start out skeptical, right? So I'm that mom who spent years looking for a way to make money online. I ended up in that MLM world and I failed miserably, right? Because it took too much time away from my boys. I was exhausted. I was hosting all these parties. I had all this inventory. I spent all this time on the phone. I was trying to build a team. It was all stuff that I did not enjoy. Okay. It was stuff I didn't enjoy. And so when I started seeing people talk about having $900 days online with digital marketing, I automatically was skeptical. I definitely thought it was a scam. And I definitely thought it was just another MLM. no way I was going to jump into one of those. So I sat skeptical. I sat on the fence for months. So I love answering questions. If you have any specific questions, drop them in the comments because I want to answer them today. I have that on top of my profile on BKI. I just cleaned up myself and have 3 out there. I don't know what that means, Timmy. Make life miserable. Oh my goodness, Chris. I have never seen that before, but that is that's so incredibly true. Now, I don't like to knock MLMs. I still have some that I'm a part of because I really like the discounts and the products that they offer. But that's true. That's true because you're sliding into DMs, right? So let's talk real quick about how this is different than the MLM world. And I love to get on, hold on. I love to get my board out here and write things. Now, full disclosure, I'm not a teacher, but it's fun to write things on my board. You remember when you were in school and the teacher would like call you to write on the chalkboard, showing my age. We had chalkboards, not whiteboards. But kind of how it feels. And I enjoy it. Okay, so let's talk about this MLM world versus the digital marketing world because it's so good to see the differences here. Okay. So in that MLM, what are you doing? You're sending, I call them hey girl messages. I want you to put the word yes if you ever sent those hey girl messages where you sent those messages to the friends and family that you hadn't talked to in months and you put your phone down and you walk away and you're just hoping that either Christy's like, yep, I've been there. Okay, I'm going to just say this, but I got yes and ignores. Robin's like, yep. So I got one of those messages yesterday. Somebody on FB sent me, and I don't even know this girl. I met her, like, she was in another MLM when I was in an MLM, and we met in like this mutual FB group. And good morning, Jen. Thanks for stopping in. And she sent me a message yesterday because she started this new MLM company. And she was like, she sent me a voice message and was like, I don't usually reach out to people, but I thought you'd be really good at this. And I was just like, oh, girl, no thanks. But you send those hey girl messages, right? And dreading them. Christy's like, I got one a few days ago too. It like, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them because now that I'm in this, I'm like, there's no way I would be sending those hey girl messages because over here we teach attraction marketing. Okay. What that means is we bring our people to us. I told her never again an MLM. Yeah. And that's basically what I said. I said, I'm really enjoying this model of the digital marketing world. I will not be jumping into I have an MLM that I just kind of got into because I'm enjoying the benefits of this drink that I'm taking. It's helping me with all of my midlife crisis things. So I jumped into that, but I'm not going to be sliding into DMs and being like, hey, buy this from me. Anyway. So we're not doing that here, right? We're using attraction marketing. So what that means is when you invest in a program like this, we teach you how to figure out who your perfect customer is and how to share your story with them so you can connect and they come to you. You're not getting into DMs and sending those hey girl messages. Drop a 1 if that makes sense. The other thing that is huge, you're not building a team, right? So in that MLM world, you got the people up here making like 70%, and you got the people down here making, we'll say 20%, right? And the people at the top are saying, hey, I need you to host this many parties this month. We need to reach our sales goal because I want my big bonus. And you're down here, you're just like, well, I'm working really hard. I hope to make an extra $100 this month. And you're just hoping and praying that you reach that. We don't do that here because here's the thing. We're making 100% profit over here. And we're talking high ticket items that are in high demand. So we are in the e-learning industry. Okay. I have e-learning products that teach people how to do things. And the e-learning industry is booming right now. We're talking like it's going to be worth, I don't even remember the numbers. It's going to be worth like trillions of dollars in the next 5-ish years. Okay. High demand products, and I'm making 100% profit. Now over here, you're making 20%. So we'll say you're slinging that mascara and you're making $9 a customer, right? You have to have 100 customers to have a $900 day. Over here, I'm making 100% profit, and my best-selling product is a $900 product, a $900 program. I only need one customer to have a $900 day. Here's the thing. I'm using this attraction marketing, right? So think about this. Last Thursday, I got up, I did my normal day. I got up, I did my prayers, I did my workout, I hopped in the shower, I got a piece of content posted, I went live. My day started out normal. I hop in the car, I get my boys off to school. I get back in the car, and within, I think it was like 14 minutes of each other, I got 2 $900 sales. My system is working for me in the background 24/7 while I am out living my life. That's why I call this my freedom machine. Because in that MLM world, you're constantly reaching out, you're constantly doing the follow-ups, right? I have this freedom machine that somebody else built for me. I do my 2-hour workday, and I'm going to go over all that here in a minute. And this is out here running for me in the background 24/7. It's doing all of the follow-up me. If somebody decides that this isn't for them, they unsubscribe. I don't ever have to hear the word no. And sometimes in that MLM world, getting no response was worse than getting a no. Can I get an amen on that? Because then you're just like, I actually was listening to a training that Michelle did yesterday. Well, I don't know when she did the training. I was watching the replay. Chris is like, amen. But she was talking about how she would actually message people and she would say, can you please just give me that no so I can move on? Because people just wouldn't respond. And her goal is to get like 10 no's a day. Like building a business off of rejection is just so defeating, right? So in this world where we are being taught how to bring people to us, it's a complete game changer. Somebody, I don't want to be doing that. No means next. You are so right, Rochelle. Okay. Okay, does anybody have any questions about this? You can screenshot this if you want. Now, if you're just stopping in, thanks for spending your Tuesday with me. Somebody was in here already talking about tacos. Taco Tuesday. I love tacos. We're going to a wedding this weekend. My husband's photographing a wedding for one of our surgeons that I work with, and there's going to be a taco bar, and I am pretty excited about it. I told him, I was like, you're photographing her wedding. I'm going with you because there's going to be a taco bar. Every time someone says no, you're one step closer to yes. Well, Sue, you're not wrong, right? Because they literally teach you to go for the no. And now I don't want to knock the MLM because I have friends who do really, really well with it, right? And if that works for them, that's great. If it's something that they love and they enjoy. But for me, I don't like that rejection. I don't like sending those cold calls, those cold messages, and I don't like spending the time on the phone. So when I discovered that I could build a business where I'm just creating content, I'm just being myself, I'm showing up every day, and then if people are interested, I direct them to my freedom machine. And if they decide this is for them, they can hang around. They can get more info. They can start their own business where they're making 100% profit off of $900 items, and they're having $900 days because that's 100% profit directly into their pocket. You don't do well, but you have a friend that's a millionaire from it. Yeah, Sue. And I have a friend. He actually used to be our neighbor, and he does an adult beverage one. Hi, Vanessa. I saw you sneak in. Good morning. Good morning. He does an adult beverage one. So he goes and he hosts these tastings, and he does amazing with it. Like every year he earns the company trip for him and his husband, and they're traveling the world, and he's doing really well with it. But he recently switched companies like a year ago, I think. And he reached out to me because I had done one of those, and he's like, because I support him, right? If I see him post on one of his social media platforms, I support him because I 100% believe in people chasing their dreams and doing what fuels the fire in their souls, right? And for him, that's his thing. So I jump on and I still support him, but he reached out to me and he's like, I know you did the other one with me and I just switched companies and I see you're liking all my stuff. Would you be interested in coming back? And I was like, heck no. I was like, I don't want to be working my 8-hour shift, getting in the car, driving an hour away and hosting tastings. Like, I don't want to be doing that. I got 2 boys at home. I got a husband who works a full-time job and has a side job. Like, we're busy people. I don't have time to be hopping in the car and going somewhere else. So if you are someone you did all of them and you weren't successful, Sue, I am with you because I add lives and I think I've done like 7 of the MLMs, like 7 of them. And it's like I was just searching for that thing, right? I was searching for that thing because I've always felt like I'm made for more than my 9 to 5 job. Now, I enjoy my job. I make good money at my job, not about the money. It's not about what I do. It's about my time, right? I have 2 boys who are almost 8 and 5, and I've missed out on so much of their lives because I've always been that working mom, right? I did what I was supposed to do, and I went to college, and I got my college degree, and I got $80,000 in student loan debt with it. So when my oldest was a baby, all I wanted was to be home with him while he's going to daycare every single day, and I missed out on his first steps. And my daycare provider wasn't even going to tell me about it until I dropped him off on like a Monday or Tuesday. But I was like, oh, he took his first steps over the weekend. And she was like, actually, he took them last week, but I didn't know if I should tell you or not. And I can't even imagine what else I missed out on. Like, any working mom in here knows how I feel, right? Can I get an amen? The bad part is you got family into it too. You'll never do that again. Yeah. And that's the thing, like with that business model, you're so limited, right? You're limited to your friends and family. And that's something, hi, Reggie, good morning. That's something that I appreciate so much about the digital marketing world and the business model of attraction marketing is like, I jumped on TikTok. So this is a new account for me. My other one got hacked about 2 months ago. So I started this account from zero, big fat goose egg. I didn't connect any of my contacts. Now, I think I've had 4 people who I know personally find me on this account. Vanessa knows me from back in the day. Her and I went to high school together, but she's also in our Legacy Builders program, right? But I didn't connect any of my friends and family, none of them. And I've had $1,800 days. I've had $900 days. And I never once have slid into anybody's DMs. I have never once reached out to a friend or family. So I want you to drop a 1 if you are ready to learn how to have $900 days online. Put a 1 in the comments. Good morning, my friend Kim is in the house. How are you today? Good morning, Max. Thank you for the follow. All right, for those of you who are just stopping in, I want you to smash up that follow button. Also, check out my LINK that is listed on my TikTok page. Okay, if you are serious about making money online, you need to be snagging that freebie. Okay. That information's free. Check your spam promo. Sometimes those messages slide into there. Okay. You also get a webinar replay to watch. Watch that at your convenience. Okay, we got lots of people here who are hold on one second. Lesson and releasing. Lots of people who are interested in having those $900 days. Good morning, Jessica. How are you? Robin, I did not block anybody. I didn't block anybody. I have 2 coworkers who found me because one of them's looking at eventually getting into this and the other one just supports me, right? I think she's curious about what I'm doing. She's pregnant right now, getting ready to go on maternity leave soon. And I think she's sitting curious, right? So she found me, she's on here. I don't know if I ever show up on her stuff. And one of them is a friend with my cousin, and one of them's my aunt. I don't know how they ended up here, but that's okay, right? Because chances are, if they found me on here and they decided to follow me, they're looking for a way to make some extra money. That's kind of where my mindset went. I don't know if that's true or not. So Kim, you're so sweet. Good. I'm so glad I got to get to see you today too. Breeze, hello. Good morning. Thank you for the follow. Okay. So let's talk real quick about what you're going to learn inside these digital marketing programs. Now, here's how I want you to think about this. If you have ever gone to a restaurant and you really liked your meal, you take a picture of your meal and you post it on social media, whatever platform, because our program teaches all the platforms. You tag that restaurant and you say, friends, go eat here. This place was absolutely delicious. You just did a form of digital marketing, but you didn't get paid for it, right? You promoted that restaurant by saying, hey, go eat here. Their food is amazing. Check it out. You promoted it for free. The goal with digital marketing is to be able to do things like that, but create income doing them. Now, Jason, exhausted dads are welcome too. So here's what I say, Jason. Something we teach inside our programs is that attraction marketing, and a big piece of that is figuring out who your perfect customer is and how to share your story. So I talk a lot to moms because I am a mom. And honestly, my passion, I really didn't understand the passion I had behind this whole program. It's really opened a door for me to fuel my passion for helping women be badasses in this online space. Because I'm that mama who sat forever on the outside watching, thinking, I can't do that. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not put together enough. I work full time. My house isn't good enough. All the limiting beliefs about myself, right? Because that's what, especially us women, do that. We watch from the outside and we think there's no way I can ever do that. But since I have gotten in here, my big passion is just supporting women and showing them that, like, I don't care what your background is. I don't care what your house looks like. You're worthy of making money in this online space. And if you're open-minded, you're coachable, you're self-motivated, and you're consistent, I can show you how to have $900 days in this online space. Um, Thank you, Art. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's true. It's true, but sad. Yeah, we got to support each other. 100% Breeze. Um, Needing besties. You already sell cars on social media. Marketing is part of your everyday routine. That's awesome, Jason. Good morning, Mike. How are you today? You want to be home with your kiddos more. Okay, Kimberly, 100%. You're also an exhausted healthcare worker. I am getting a lot of healthcare workers in here, a lot of them. I'm one of those too, right? I'm an x-ray tech by trade. I've been in for 13 years and I love my job, but I'm tired, right? Sue, that's a great question. So I'll jump ahead to that since you're asking about it. We have 4 different programs that we offer. Okay. It's now, I want you to keep in mind that this is a one-time investment for lifetime access to live interactive mentorship. You get daily videos. Okay. Every single day right now, Michelle, who has made $7 million in just 2.5 years, almost 7 million in 2.5 years, she's giving us a video every single day. It's like a 6-minute video. You watch the video, you learn the skills, you implement them. This is a learn and earn system, right? So you don't have to sit down and learn it all at once. You can be watching those videos, learning and earning at the same time. Okay. Those are the 2 major things that I like to point out to people. Now we have 4 different programs. Once you invest in this, you now own it. Okay, which is what allows you to turn around and promote it and make 100% profit off of it. That's how people are having $900 days online. Okay, so one customer puts you into profit mode. Okay, so I have 4 programs. We do offer installment plans, and here's the secret: on installment plans, myself included. Okay, we also have the option of, if you want to start at a lower program, you can always upgrade and you just pay the difference. Okay, so I have a 900, 600, 300, 100. Now, I'm never going to tell you, Sue, which one to invest in. What I'm going to tell you is that you need to pick the one that's best for you and what you want to get out of this. We have some people who are okay just making an extra $300 a month to cover the groceries or the car payment or whatever it might be. Okay. But also I'm going to tell you, don't limit yourself, because I originally started this and got into this because I was seeing people have $900 days, and our AC unit had just died. My husband's car was totaled out in an accident literally 2 days later, and I watched our savings account be drained. I was angry. And all I could think was, okay, well, we got to get that savings account built up, and I need to find a second job or clock in more at my 9 to 5 to cover that car payment, because I want breathing room in our budget. I don't want to be stressing out about making this payment every single month, right? I want to be able to go do fun things with my boys without stressing out about it. So I jumped in and I was like, if I can just find a way to make an extra 900 bucks a month, I'm going to be happy. And then I started seeing the stories inside here where mamas like Victoria, who couldn't even afford to invest in this program. She's a mama of three, military wife. She'd been flinging mascara. She owned a boutique that went under. She jumped into this. She started selling stuff on Marketplace. She started watching other people's kids so she could invest in this program. And now she has been in, she just hit her 2-year mark and she has made over $560,000. They built a brand new house level that's completely paid for. So once I jumped in and I started seeing success stories like that, I was like, this is it. This is what I have been searching my entire adult life for. That one thing that is I'm made for more. The thing that's going to get me out of that 9 to 5 and is going to get me my time back with my babies, get me my summers back so we can run through the backyard in the sprinklers, so we can go to the pool on a Wednesday, so we can actually make memories together. And so I decided, like, I started this for the $900 days, the $900 a month. That's what got me into this. But now I want to help other mamas see that they don't have to be limited, right? Kimberly's in here and she's talking about being an exhausted healthcare worker. Sorry, I got tongue tied. Who wants to be home with her kiddos more? Her story is exactly like mine. Us healthcare workers, Kimberly, I can relate to you so much. We spend all day taking care of other people, right? All day. And then we come home and our family gets the worst versions of us, right? They get the leftovers, the little bit of us that's not tired, that doesn't want to just lay on the couch all night. And that's what this digital world is doing for mamas like me. And I work this in the nooks and crannies of my busy day. So Sue, did that answer your questions? Now, when you invest in that $900 program, you get all 4 programs included. So you automatically get 4 streams of income. If you jump in at the 300, you own the 300 and the 100, you get 2 streams of income. Okay. I'm going to go over real quick. You rely on commission, not surviving. My goodness, Jason, that's stressful in itself, right? Because you don't know, you don't know what your check's going to be every month, right? So that in itself is stressful. Just coffee TikTok. So just know that, like, there's other opportunities out there. And I know, like, I'm that mom who I was looking at getting a second job or going and doing the dash or something like that, um, because I wanted that savings account built back up. But then I started thinking, I'm already exhausted. I don't want to take more time away from my boys. And I saw this mama who's a homeschool mom. Yeah, money is not guaranteed. No, money, I mean, here's the thing though. With any day job, money is not guaranteed, right? There's a statistic floating around out there. I actually made a video about this last week where 53,000 Americans walk into their day job every single day and they get told, we don't need you anymore. So those jobs are not reliable anyway at the end of the day, right? Like, at the end of the day, any day job's goal is to make as much money as possible. And they're going to get as much work out of you for as long as possible, for as little as possible. And if you're costing them a lot, they're going to say goodbye to you, right? So I live in Iowa and we have big tractor companies here, right? I don't know if I'm allowed to say the names here, but they're green and yellow. Okay. We got the big green yellow tractors here in town or in our state. I think there's 3 major plants. And my brother worked at one of them. He was high up in management and they came in last summer and they said, basically, you're a great employee. The people under you love you. You've always gotten great ratings, but you're costing us too much money. Goodbye. He lost his job. He had a wife and 2 kids at home, and it took him 7 months to find a new job. And I was talking to him a couple weeks ago, and he's like, I got to find something else because now I'm not making what I was making at that other job. And he's like, I'm not enjoying this. They're not paying me what I'm worth, and this just isn't worth it. And so when you look at the big picture, like, look at the things you're already doing. And I was kind of trying to tell him that. I'm like, okay, well, I just made 2,700 bucks this week on my phone. Like that's more than I make at my 9 to 5 job in a paycheck, right? By the time they take everything out. So just look at the things you're doing. And it is so common, Kim. It's so common. And honestly, there was somebody else that my brother knew in the company who had to train their own replacement. Is that not a slap in the face? Like, hey, we're hiring this new guy that we can pay half as much as you, and we're going to make you train them before we give you the boot. Like, how incredibly degrading is that? And so like I kind of learned that um through all of this because for other things going on in the world, like I need a backup plan. I need a backup plan, right? So keep that in mind too. You're not very tech savvy. What do you suggest for you? Do you get support with this program? So Sue, here's what I'm going to tell you with that. I am not a tech savvy person either. Okay. What I love about our program is that this freedom machine comes like 90% done for you. So all you have to do is go in, set up your installment plans and personalize it. And we have videos that will walk you through step by step how to do those exact things. Now, along those lines, we do have a tech team that is available 24/7. If you have any issues or questions, you can reach out to them. I actually reached out to them last week. I sent them an email because I needed some help with something, and they got back to me within a day. So just something to keep in mind there. And if you're somebody who doesn't even want to bother with setting up your freedom machine here in the background, you can pay the tech team and they will do that for you. I want to say it's 200 bucks, but then you don't even have to deal with it. So that's an option too. I share that option with everybody. Right, Christy, like it's just, yeah, so rude, Ash. Hi, Ash. How are you? Thanks for stopping in today. Good morning, Jill. Okay, so does that all, oh, it's 197. Thank you, Christy. Yes, Sue. So we do teach faceless, and here's what I'm going to tell you about the faceless option. Now, some people can't can't show their face, right? Because of their job or whatever they're doing. Um, you had two customers. Yeah, and I think the tech team is amazing, right? They're amazing. Um, I don't even know how many of them are out there anymore, but they got vetted tech people who come in and they help everybody, right? So we did an upgrade, Sue, a couple months ago. I want to say back in March, and I didn't want to set this up again. I set it up the first time around, but in March, I was like, you know what? I just don't want to deal with it. Um, so I just paid the tech team to do it, and it was beautiful. They just one day it was just done, and I didn't have to do anything to it. Kimberly is your famous favorite. They are, and they do a fantastic job, 100%. Um, you just broke a tooth and you don't want anyone to see you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sue. It was so much easier to set up the second time around. I believe you, Jill. I believe you. It wasn't necessarily that I couldn't do it. It was just a time thing for me. Um, yes, 100%, Kim. It's so true. Okay, Sue. So, some people can't show their face. But here's what I'm going to tell you about faceless. Now, it's a great option for some people. But the thing with faceless is that you really have to be good with your words and know how to connect with people. So you end up it's possible to make good money going faceless, but it's probably going to take you longer. Okay? I'm open and honest with people about that. And if you're somebody who really wants to hit that like 6 or 7 figure mark online, I do recommend going face forward if you're able to. Again, we get people who can't because of their day job. But there's a lot of options. There's good training on faceless. And if that's something you want to jump into, like we can connect you with other people who do faceless and who are successful so you can follow them. I've had 2 people jump in with me who do faceless on IG, and that's just their preference. One of them owns she runs a nonprofit organization, and she just doesn't want people to know that it's her behind the scenes because she doesn't want people to think that the nonprofit's not doing well, when in reality it's just because she needs some more money in retirement. But she does faceless, so it's a great option for people. But I'm open and honest, it does take longer to build your business because the biggest thing about this online space is getting people to know you, to like you, and to trust you. And if you can go face forward, you can talk to them. And that's why I love doing lives, is because people can jump on here. They can ask questions and they know I'm a real human, right? Like I'm just a regular mama from Iowa. I cuss sometimes. I still love Jesus. And you know what? I'm a hot mess, but I show up. I don't wash my hair more than once or twice a week. It's really gross today, but I show up and I'm just me, because the world needs more normal people like me on platforms like this, right? Vanessa tried setting hers up the first time and ended up paying them to do it. Yep, I agree, Vanessa. Paid for the upgrade setup. Okay, good, Sue. I'm glad you understand. If you have any other questions, drop them in the comments. First of all, we hit 10K this morning. You are so amazing. I love you all, my friends. You are so amazing. If you're just stopping in, be sure to smash up that follow button. Also, I want you to check out my LINK that is listed in my bio. Get your free step-by-step guide. It's completely free. Helps you learn how to get into this online space and how you can have 10K months online. Okay. Now, I covered the programs a little bit. Does anybody have any questions about those? I'll talk real quick about what you learn inside them. So, that $100 one, first of all, I forgot to add this. There is a one-time $39 fee for your Freedom Machine that's up here running in the background. That's just a one-time fee. Now, if you jump in at that $900 level, I reimburse that for you. Okay. Also, if you jump in, you start at Legacy, once this Freedom Machine is up and running in the background, I'm going to have you reach out to me because I want to make sure that it's working properly. I'll plug in my information, make sure I'm getting the message and all the things. Also, we're going to set up a quick coaching call so I can just kind of help get a feel of what you want to get out of the business and just kind of help you get started. Okay, that's when you jump in at that 900. Is that all clear? Everybody understand all that? Now, what you're going to learn, that $100, we do a launch to profit in 7 days. So for the first 7 days, we're going to teach you exactly, tell you what to post for the first 7 days, because we want to get you into profit mode as soon as possible. Okay. So that's where that starts. I recommend, if you're somebody who's newer to social media, newer to creating content and all that stuff, I recommend starting at that $300 level. That's where we teach you how to figure out who your perfect customer is, how to share your story. The $600 level is really good for if you already own a business, if you're somebody who is looking to create your own digital products, that sort of things. Starting at that 600, we give you a list of 200 digital product ideas. So digital products that you can create and create extra streams of income, right? Because the program itself, you can turn around and promote it. That's a stream of income for you. But also, we teach you how to create multiple streams of income. Because here's a secret: the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. And now, old me, who thought I had to clock in and work for somebody else my entire life, used to think, how do I work 7 jobs? There's only 24 hours in the day, 7 days a week, and I got 2 boys at home who are very needy. Millionaires have figured out how to make their money work for them in the background. And that's exactly what this online space offers regular people like us. Okay. You can jump in, you create your content, your Freedom Machine's running for you 24/7. When we go on vacation in a couple weeks, I'm going to be creating my content, but I'm not going to be going live. Okay. I'm just going to be open and honest. I'm not going to be doing lives. I want to be present with my family. But my Freedom Machine's still going to be up here working for me in the background 24/7. We have Christina, who's a stay-at-home mom who made like $4,500 while she was on vacation at the beach last month. Life-changing income here, guys. Okay. And that $900 program, you get extra legacy builder calls. All 4 programs are included. Hold on, guys. You get extra bonuses. We do Canva training. There's just so much extra training inside here. Okay. Now, if you can't make it to those live interactive trainings, everything is recorded and you can go back and watch it at your earliest convenience. Okay. That's how I watch most of my stuff because I am a full-time working mom. But the beauty of this business is those Zooms, they're live interactive Zooms. So like last night, Monday night, we do Monday night mentoring. So I don't even know who did last night's Monday night mentoring, but 6 and 7 figure earners do those trainings. And then you can get on, you can ask them questions, and they're going to help you succeed in this online space. So does that answer questions about the programs themselves? Now I'm going to go into my 2-hour workday. I want you to put a yes in the comments if you are ready to hear about my 2-hour workday. Just coffee, TikTok. All right. Sue says, yes, it does. Okay. So let's talk real quick about this 2-hour workday, because especially like Jason in here talked about how he is a working dad. He is working 11 hours a day. Now, Jason's like, bring it on. So I'm that full-time working mom, right? Here's exactly what, good morning, Jenny. Where are you watching from today? Thanks for stopping in. Here's what I do for my 2-hour workday. Okay. Now, keep in mind, I work full time too. I also have kids. Okay. Don't overthink this. The first part of my workday is is listening to training videos. Okay. Now, I pop in an earbud. Jason's from Florida. Lots of Florida. I actually just had somebody, my friend Kim just jumped in. She's from Florida also. Um, Johnny. Oh boy. Well, I hope you enjoyed your coffee. Okay. So first part of my day is listening to training videos. Now you can pop in an earbud and you can listen to those anytime, anywhere, right? Folding laundry, doing dishes, during my lunch break, honestly, is when I listen to a lot of trainings. I want you to drop a 1 in the comments if you can listen to training videos every single day. The second part of my workday is creating content. Now, most people overthink the content creation part of this, right? Because um the word content creator, content creation is kind of, good morning, Christy. How are you today? It's kind of big and scary, right? For us regular people who are like, well, content creation, man, you're thinking like those 5-minute YT videos. We're not doing that here. Okay. First of all, we're going to teach you, good morning, shop. How are you? Um, Hold on. We're going to do some blessing and releasing here. Okay. I'm talking simple content. We're going to teach you how to figure out who your perfect customer is and how to share your story. And that's how you're going to create your content. Okay. But I'm talking simple content, 5 to 7 second videos with a text overlay and a trending sound. Boom, done. We're talking about, oh, good morning, Candy. You are up early today, girl. How are you? Candy here is from California. You get to travel all the time. I get so jealous of your beautiful landscape. I'm stuck here surrounded by cornfields. Okay, so creating that simple content. We're talking 5 to 7 second videos. We're talking 30-second videos, 60-second videos. Okay, and don't overthink this. But here's the thing, you're gonna overthink it in the beginning. Your content's gonna suck in the beginning, honestly. All of ours does. Okay. You get better, right? You get better, you listen to that training, you do it more, you get more comfortable, you get better at it. Now I can do a video in like 5 to 10 minutes from start to finish. Okay. So drop a 2 in the comments if you can create simple pieces of content every single day. Now, I am going to say if you're somebody who's not going live, you're going to want to create more like 5 videos a day. If you're somebody who's going live, I do 2 to 3 a day. It just kind of depends. I really try to hit 3. Some days it's just 2. Chris and Jason are both 2s. Third part of my workday here is going live. Now, a couple quick things about that. Sue asked about going faceless. Now, there are ways to go live without going faceless. And I'm open and honest. We've had people in our community who have made 6 figures and they have never gone live a day in their life. Okay. I like going live because it allows me to do that live interaction. I get to answer questions. You guys get to know that I am just a real person, right? I'm a real person on the other side of the phone. There's no fluff with me. We do also offer a free ads method, and some people have really good luck with the free ads and they don't deal with going live. It's all about figuring out what works best with, it does, Jason, you're 100% right. It adds that realism. I totally forgot what I was just going to say. I got real squirrel brain there. Good morning, Jill. How are you today, dear? Just coffee, TikTok. See, I get squirrel brain and sometimes I just forget about what I'm talking about when I'm talking about it. But going live for me is more worth the time than posting the free ads. So it's all about what works best for you and what works best into your business. Because here's the thing, this business is 100% yours. You are not relying on other people to build this business for you. The effort you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. But I want you to drop a 3 in the comments if you can eventually go live, right? Our program's going to teach you how to go live. You're going to have people in our community, right? We don't make any income off of each other, but I have tons of people in here this morning who are jumping on, they're supporting me, they're sending me love. That's what we do here. This is the family that you didn't know you needed, a family you actually like and want to spend your holidays with. Um, If someone, so here's the thing, Sue, you can make as many videos as you want. They recommend doing at least 3 a day. If you're not going live, 5, because you just want to keep people, because that gets you out there more, right? Now, here's the thing, and this is all stuff I didn't know until I jumped into this. Once somebody starts interacting with your content, TikTok pushes your content in front of that specific person for like 3 days in a row. So say, Sue, that you came across one of the videos and you liked it, you commented on it, you did all the things, right? You're now going to see more of me over the next 3 days. So I want to put more videos out to get in front of you to be like, hey, Sue, this might be the one opportunity that you've been praying for, right? And that gets you to see me more. You know I'm a real person, and it gets that know, like, and trust factor out there. Does that all make sense? So you can create as many videos as you want every day. But here's the thing too. TikTok is picky. You want to space them out, right? You don't want to be posting like 2 videos back to back, because then they're competing with each other. So I space mine out. I post one before I go live. So right around 5:30 a.m., I post a video. I post it depends on my day job and what my schedule looks like. I post my next one either like 10 a.m. or noon, depending on when I eat lunch, when I have time in my day. Um, so does that kind of make sense? You want to do enough content to get yourself out there, but not so much that your videos are competing with each other. Um, Jason wants to go live. Super excited about it. That's awesome, Jason. So here's the thing. Um, Anita, good morning. So here's the thing, Anita. I don't know what type of content creator you are. I'm talking about a digital marketing program that teaches people how to get into this online space, and it allows you to make income off of it, right? So I'm having $900 days off of a digital product that I didn't even have to create. And so I get on lives because that's part of my 2-hour workday, and it's how I connect with people, and it's how I share this opportunity with people. So as a content creator, it's totally up to you. Like at the end of the day, your social media platform is 100% yours, and you can do whatever you want with it, right? Um, but it's all about connection, and TikTok is huge on connection. And here's the thing, if you're somebody who's struggling with getting your content out there, going live is huge. Once you start going live, they start pushing your content out more. The more interacting you do on other people's lives, they're going to push your content out more. Like you have that 4 purple by your picture here, Anita. That's your interaction points on lives. That means that you're going up here, you're grabbing this orange thing, you're getting your daily points. I don't know how many points you can get every single day. I want to say it's like 80 some, but that's how you get those points. And TikTok keeps track of that. And the more interaction you do on lives, the more they're going to push your content out, the more they're going to bless you in this space. Does that make sense? Um, you need to space the videos out. Yep, you would just need to space those videos out, Sue. You've always preferred going live to gain followers. Yeah, Aria. So you're not a content creator. So I don't consider myself a content creator either. But I do know some people in that MLM world who do the MLM with makeup, and they do their lives doing their makeup. And that's a great way. And honestly, I started this account 2 months ago, and it's growing way faster than my old account did. And the going live thing has been huge for me. The going live has gained my followers like wild, wild. Um, okay, does that all make sense? Did I answer all your questions, Sue? Okay, so here's the thing. Jason's like, I can listen to training, I can create the content, and I can eventually go live. And Jason, if you're excited about going live, that tells me right here, right now, that you're ready to learn how to make big money online. Now, if you can stay coachable, listen to those trainings, you can be self-motivated, because here's the thing. Like when I clock into my 9 to 5, we have a morning huddle and I know exactly what cases I'm scrubbing. I know what I'm in charge of for the day. When you jump into this space, nobody's telling you what to do, right? Like your business is 100% yours. Now, I'm going to be here to help you. I'm not going to leave you on red. Okay. I want to help mentor people to get into this online space and have $900 days because it's completely changing my family's life. And I want to help other people do the same. So I'm not going to leave you on red. But here's the thing, this business is 100% yours. I'm not going to be reaching out to you every single day saying, Jason, did you create your 3 pieces of content today? Did you go live? So you got to be self-motivated. You also got to be consistent. Now, I go live every single day, Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m., non-negotiable. Saturdays, sometimes I switch up my times depending on what I got going on with my boys in our schedule. Sundays, I've been taking a break from lives, but that's my choice, right? This business is 100% mine, and I create this the way I want to because the beauty of this is you build this around your life, right? But if you're willing to do those 3 things, you can change your life in this online space, right? Now, you got to put in the work, you got to put in the effort. And I'm never going to tell you this is a get rich quick thing. So if that's what you're looking for, this ain't it. But here's the thing, January, I got serious about this. I started going live almost every single day in January. May, my TikTok account got hacked. I started this brand new account. I couldn't go live for 10 days. I built up this account as fast as I could. I started going live and I last week alone made $2,700 just from my phone. That's life-changing income, you guys. So just think about this. If you are somebody who said yes to those 3 things, there's absolutely no reason that you cannot build an online 6-figure business if that's what you want. If that's what you want to do. So Aria, it's from selling the program itself. Okay. And I think you snuck in late, so you might have missed some of that, which is totally fine. But Aria, I do have a free step-by-step guide that you can grab. Just click on my face in the top left corner. The first thing that pops up here, let me get this out and I'll show you, I'll walk you guys through this because I found that people do better if they actually see it. But I'll pull up my TikTok page here and I'll walk you through how to get your free step-by-step guide. And here's the thing, Aria, if you're just stopping in, this is so different than that MLM world. I'm not going to be bugging you. I'm not going to be sliding into your DMs asking you all these questions. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can send me a message in TikTok. Just say, hey, I was on your live today. Tell me you were on my live because I bless and release people all day long from all the spammy messages that I get. So just tell me you were on my live and that you need help getting started or getting the information, and I'm going to walk you through it. But I am not it's not in my nature. It's not in nature. I hosted a live Zoom for the people inside my mailing list on Sunday. I had somebody jump on and start asking questions, which is great because I love answering questions. And she's like, well, I'll let you know this week. And I was like, you really don't need to let me know. Like, just let me know if you need me. Like, you don't need to tell me yes or no. Like, my freedom machine's up here. It's giving you the info. If it's not for you, you can unsubscribe. If you decide that this is for you, like all my programs are listed in there. You can snag one of them. You can start anytime, day or night. I've made $900 in my sleep. It's mind blowing when you realize like I do that 2-hour workday and this is up here working for me in the background 24/7. I don't have to touch this. I set this system up one time in October. Okay. Now we did that 2.0 upgrade. I went in, I edited some emails. The tech team set it all up for me, but I set this up 10 months ago. And it's running for me 24/7. I don't even have to touch it. Yes, Rebecca, it's an awesome way to make income. Okay, so for those of you who are wanting that free step-by-step guide, that info, click on my face in the top left. Okay, my screen's all backwards. A little box will pop up that has my face on it again. Click on that. This will take you to my TikTok page. Click on my link. The first one that pops up is the one you want. Okay. Now you can also screenshot this here, this K-Bigs Inspired. It'll get you to the same place. Just plug that into your browser. Okay. So this is my beacons page. This right here is what you want. You are going to just plug in your best contact info here. Okay. Check your spam, check your promos. Sometimes those end up in there. There's also a free webinar replay in there. There's a free step-by-step guide. Download that guide. Okay, download that guide, because then if you decide this isn't for you, you can unsubscribe and you still have a guide at your fingertips. Okay. If you're somebody who's ready to jump in, you want to look at the programs, they're all listed under Start Your Legacy today. Okay, I have all 4 of them listed here, and you can jump into any of them. Okay, I'm going to just click on the Legacy. The Legacy is our bestseller, you guys. It's our bestseller. As you scroll down, it'll have you fill all this out. But if you are somebody who needs the PAY plans, click on the purple. Okay. That will give you the PAY plan options. Now, I'm also going to tell you this. If you don't get approved for these, reply to the mail that you meet and say, hey, I want to start this, but I didn't get approved for those PAY plans. Reach out to me, because I have another way that is getting people started for $0 down. Okay. So just reach out to me and I can get you that info too. Does anybody have any questions for me? I think we're hitting that point where I'm going to probably log off here. My boys have actually been sleeping in because it's during the week. On the weekends, we don't do that. On the weekends, we don't sleep in, but during the week, we kind of want to. Okay, does anybody have any questions for me before I log off here? Jason, I don't know if you're still hanging out. Sue, I hope I answered all your questions. Anita's ready to jump in. She can do all of this stuff. So here's the thing. If you're somebody who's even thinking a little bit about finding a way to make money online, I share one amazing opportunity, right? There's other opportunities out there. Just do your research, right? And don't be working really hard for just a percentage of the profits, right? So many people get focused on getting into TikTok Shop or getting into the creator rewards programs, and there's nothing wrong with those things, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with those. But you're working really hard for pennies, and you're hoping and praying that a video pops off and goes viral so you can make a couple extra $100, $1,000. You can't rely on that, right? I had 0 followers when I started this account. Last week I made $2,700. In June I made $900, right? And I had barely any followers. I've never ever had a video go viral, ever. I hope someday it happens, because it'd just be kind of fun. But like, I'm not relying on going viral to make money on here. I'm not I'm not working really hard for $4 off of a cup. Okay. So just do your research and find what's best for you. Okay. Because this digital space is changing lives every single day. And you deserve to be part of it. There's so much room for people to make money here, right? We don't fight over it. We love and support, and we want to watch each other succeed. So, all right. If nobody else has any questions, I am going to log off for the morning. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions that you have. I will be back tomorrow right around 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Have a blessed Tuesday, guys. It's Taco Tuesday. Just have a great day. Bring some light and hope and love into the world, because the world needs more of it. The world needs more of you. Share your story. Share your story. Just be a beautiful human. That's it. That's all it takes. Thanks, Chris. Have a wonderful day. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. Jason jumped in. Doing the thing. Honestly, I was mad that the doctor got to clean it out and I didn't because I live for that shit.